We're on the lookout for 2 Pearl Jam songs back to back. You'll get a keyword right after. If you get in it, you'll be in a limited drawing of just 5 people. One of you this week will come in the 99X Presents Pearl Jam Suite with all food and drinks included. It's lurking. I'll give you a hint. It's soon. Right now, we will sleaze with Leslie Fram.
Yesterday, we were talking about that breakout hit called Adolescents on Netflix.
Yes.
And I was talking about the breakout star. I missaid the name. It is actually Owen Cooper.
Oh, the kid. Oh, yeah.
He is the breakout star of this 4-part drama. He's only 13.
Yeah, I asked you his name yesterday. I guess you must have gotten the other guy, the father, who's a...
I gave you the father's name.
I didn't know either of their names, so I would have believed whatever you told me. This thing, I can't stress it enough how great it is. And at the end of episode 2, you may not notice this as a pedestrian watcher, like if you're not paying attention and don't realize what's happening, because it's all one shot. And Leslie, they go from in a conversation in a parking lot at the end of the episode. So the stakes were so high. If you mess up, almost an hour in, you're screwed because it's one take.
How do they do it?
They get into a conversation. While the conversation is happening, they attach the camera to a drone. So all while this dialogue is happening in front of a car, the drone never misses a beat, leaves, goes up a couple 100 feet, and there's a song playing. It goes to the crime scene, comes back down, and cameramen remove it from the drone without you even noticing and resume the scene. It's some of the best cinematography I've ever seen, and the story will pull. Even Heather was trying not to watch it because I was watching it in the room. She's like, I don't want to watch this. I can't understand it because the accent, it's just British, but still, if you turn the subtitles on, it helps. And she even got pulled in. Was like all of a sudden on the couch under a blanket. It's that good. Like, it's so good.
If you don't know what it's about, just quickly, a 13-year-old is accused of killing a classmate, but his family, therapist and detective, are not sure of his guilt. It is a British crime thriller.
You will love it.
And I have to say this, though, about this show. Everyone is saying, is it real? Like, you don't know if it's a true story or not.
I don't know, but you, Leslie Fram, you're going to, mark my words, you're going to come back and be like, this is unbelievable.
You want to hear something else unbelievable?
What?
The mystery around Gene Hackman's death deepens. Heard this story yet?
Which one?
His wife, Betsy, her doctor or a doctor is claiming she called him after the police said she was dead.
What?
Yes. Dr. Josiah Child, who runs Cloudberry Health Clinic in New Mexico, claimed that she called the clinic on February 12th, one day after the medical examiner's conclusion that she died on February the 11th. Mrs. Hackman did not die on February 11th because she called my clinic.
That has to be a clerical mistake.
She called me a couple of weeks before her death to ask about getting an echocardiogram, a heart scan, for her husband.
Yikes.
She called to schedule the appointment. She wasn't a patient of mine, but one of my patients recommended our clinic. 2 days before she was due to see him, she canceled her appointment. Apparently, she called back on the morning of February 12th, spoke to one of our doctors who told her to come in that afternoon. We made the appointment, but she never showed up. So this is even like more of a mystery, don't you think?
It is. And then I also saw he or they, the estate, left behind $80 million and named none of their children as...
Who was named?
On the list to get the cash. Remember how they said the daughters, I don't know if they're from that marriage or from another marriage, immediately were out like chuckling and having a good time at breakfast, like the day after the bodies were discovered, and that there had been a rift between them. Well, the rift went deep because that 80 mil does not have their name on it.
And everyone's saying, why weren't they checking up on them?
Well, because there was a rift, I guess.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeesh.
This might freak you out. A new documentary claiming that Jim Morrison is still alive and working as a maintenance man named Frank in Syracuse, New York. It's called Before the End, Searching for Jim Morrison on Apple TV.
I saw this and I thought it was a scam, but then I saw that it's Apple TV and they don't screw around.
What is this?
Jim Morrison, the lead singer for The Doors, a rock music group, is dead. He was 27.
But the death was kept secret to avoid a sensation.
They say natural causes. Which natural causes in specific, he wasn't sure.
My name is Jeff Finn, and I'm a lifetime fan of Jim Morrison. I've made it my life's work to extract the real truth from a 50-year-old tale that's been riddled with rumor, lies, and myth.
Jim Morrison's Social Security number is still active in Rochester, New York.
Is the abuse real? Is the death real? Is anything real about Jim Morrison?
What if everything we think we know about Jim Morrison is wrong?
What in the hell? What?
You know I'm going to watch. I mean, come on.
How did they? I didn't know they kept his death a secret when he died anyway.
I think they did in the beginning, and then there have been these rumors for a long time. And now there's a documentary about it on Apple TV.
Weird.
Is Love in the Air for Tom Cruise? He's been seen with Ana de Armas, and apparently they were seen recently arriving at the London heliport after a helicopter ride. Some people are saying, no, they're just, working together or talking about a project. It's platonic. Others are saying, is love in the air? She dated briefly Ben Affleck.
She's totally his type, though. If you look at his past, it's right there in the wheelhouse.
She's gorgeous. She's a great actress, too. Love is in the air for Justin Theroux. He just got married to Nicole Bryden. I didn't even know he was engaged, but they got engaged, I guess, in August after dating since 2023. And now they're married. And could love be in the air again for Dave Grohl? Did you see this? Dave Grohl and his wife Jordan out and about. Now, they weren't holding hands, but they were out and about walking together. And, of course, the paparazzi got lots of photos of them.
No disrespect to Dave Grohl, but once a cheater, always a cheater.
And has she forgiven him?
And how many times has she been through it already?
I do need to keep this theme going about Love in the Air, Barnes, because I don't know if you saw these photos, but Bill Belichick and his girlfriend, Jordan Hudson,
gross,
were doing acrobatic stunts on the beach. Did you see? Well, she's a cheerleader, right? Or a former cheerleader. But did you see this?
Yeah, he's laying on his ass, just balancing her up like you would your toddler.
And he's balancing her in like this 90-degree angle. And there's all these photos. I'm like, what is happening here?
It is so strange. This dude goes back, takes a job on a college campus. Now he's got a, how old, 23-year-old or whatever girlfriend. I mean, is she going to get free schooling out of it? He's just, talk about a late life crisis.
This is one of the strangest relationships I've ever seen. Now, we've been talking about Barnesology with the Pearl Jam suite.
Yeah.
What do you think about this? George Clooney and his wife Amal are planning a 5-day event in Italy at Lake Como for 12 wealthy individuals to support their foundation. It will cost $173,000 per person.
Ooh.
And feature a stay at a luxury new hotel in Lake Como. The event promises a blend of philanthropy, beautiful scenery, the opportunity to engage with other global philanthropists. What do you think? Is that worth it?
Well, I think that it'd be free if it was Barnesology. $173,000?
Well, I mean, you're hanging with George Clooney and Amal in Lake Como.
I'm going to hold tight for now. Thank you, though.
That's your Celebrity Sleaze.
Expert entrepreneur Ed Milet is on a mission to max out your life.
So many of you have dreams in your life and you don't go touch them. You've got to begin to touch your dreams.
It's time to get laser focused on peak performance.
I'm going to give you very unique habits that I do on a daily basis. Say no more. Have deadlines in your life. Go to work.
And become the best version of you.
Take a day and serve that mission.
The Ed Milet Show.
Max out.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.